All right, so this is the calm before the storm. Empty gym. We're gonna get started in a couple minutes. I gotta train, and then I've had a bunch on my mind all day today that I'm gonna kind of brush over tonight when I get home. But I'll show you guys my training, and then you guys will see the rest of it later.
How you doing?
Other than my voice going out, no complaints here. First shift done. Headed home to eat. Try to get my voice back, and then we're back at 4:30 for evening stuff in the strength team. Gonna chill, relax at home, regain some strength. So I need to say something. I try to be really articulate when I put something on video and it's something that's carries some weight to it. And I'm still very much processing a lot of this. What I do want to say is, obviously we all know what's going on right now. If you're seeing these videos, if you're seeing just all of this going on, and you don't see or you don't have an issue with it, that's a problem. And if you're somebody who's associated with me, you call me a friend, you say you love me, just imagine it's me in those videos. And the reason why I say that is because that's what it feels like. And that's an issue. I'm confused and I'm hurting, and I'm in an interesting place because a large portion of my life, I felt that as long as I continued to break the stereotype of being the angry, violent, irresponsible black person, that I would be okay. But when people who look like me are constantly being mistreated, consistently at random, I realized that it's everything I've done doesn't matter. As long as I look the way I do, I'm not safe. I can't just go about my life. I've already been through hard situations of the being pulled over and harassed or looked at funny or blamed for things on mild scales. But as of right now, even the smallest of things can get you killed if you look like me. I think I want, if you're watching this, just imagine it is me. And if you're okay with that, I don't even know what to tell you. I'll have myself together and make a better video and actually explain how I feel. But as of right now, being quiet is not the thing to do. Whether it's your feelings, it's you, or it's someone you know and love, it is not the time to just sit there. Like, this is not something that needs to blow over. Like, this. We have to make a change before it is me, guys. All right, so I've gotten, my phone has been more active the last few days than it probably ever has been. I've gotten from every point of media or conversation, I've gotten questions about how I feel, what I think, all of that. And I've been trying to get back to everybody, and there's a lot of people. So if you're one of those people who's messaged me and I haven't gotten back to you, I'm trying to get through all of it. With that out of the way, I wanted to read you guys something that I was finally able to put together that is accurate of my viewpoint. I want to preface this by saying I'm speaking through the lens of love. I'm acting through the lens of love. If you come at me with anything other than that, you're not going to get hate from me. You're just not going to. You're going to get a thank you for acknowledging my existence. And then I'm going to tell you what is the current thought the second that my fingers are typing to you. Because there's a lot of thoughts I'm going through. But I'm going to tell you the one that's just right in front, because you asked me, what am I thinking or how do I feel? Now, in doing that yesterday, I started responding to somebody, and then finally it came to my head how to express what I'm feeling right now. And again, this is through the lens of love, and if you want to know how I feel, this is how I feel. I'm going to read it because I wrote it down. This situation, COVID included, has brought out a different person in me in a lot of ways, but the strongest is my need to learn and operate through love. I know that may sound a little hippie-ish, but bear with me. Long story short, the 6 weeks the gym we own was shut down due to lockdown was the first time in 5 years I haven't had to consistently wake up before 6 a.m. I learned to slow down and love myself again, just as my anxiety and depression were at the highest they've been since I tried to commit suicide in high school. I say that to say that God of the universe works in mysterious ways. When I woke up in the hospital after my suicide attempt, something spoke to me as clear as day and said, "Do what you need to survive. I need you here." I've never forgotten that. At the beginning of March, when COVID hit and shut down the gym we run, my depression was back in full swing. I was having anxiety attacks. I wasn't eating or sleeping. And I was so exhausted from life and what I perceived as traumas that I again was at a point where I no longer was able to find value in my existence. But I remembered, do what you need to survive. I need you here. So I slept. When I can't deal with life, I sleep in hopes to skip as much of it as I can. When I wasn't tired anymore, I began to take care of myself because now I had the time. I started asking happy people I know why they were so happy, and the overall arching theme was love. So I practiced loving myself and anyone just outside of 6 feet. Fast forward to just this past weekend. All of this is happening and I'm a hurricane of emotions. And the only articulate thought I have is, I know you're hurting, but the world needs love. Here comes that voice again. Do what you need to survive. I need you here. Now, I probably didn't answer any of your questions, but that's how I feel. I'm Mackenzie Stevens, a black man, an African American male, a boyfriend, a dog owner, a trainer to a multitude of backgrounds of people, a friend, a brother who's going through this, and all I want to do is spread some love. That's how I feel. Just a heads up, if you've had a conversation with me, I'm screenshotting all the conversations that I've had over the past few days that I feel are important, that I feel you guys may have questions that are similar that I can answer for you, or those of you guys who are being, however you think about the situation, can have a different perspective. Don't worry, I won't show any names or phone numbers, and there's some that I know are not for the internet, but the majority need to be on there because these are answers. These are the replies. This is how I'm feeling. This is what I'm doing to try to bring positivity to such a negative space we're in right now. Now, if you want to ask me what you can do to help, reach out to the people in color in your life and ask them how they feel, what you can do, and then listen. Notice, I didn't say tell them how you feel. I said listen to how they feel. Because if you are not a person of color, you just can't understand. As much as we're all outraged right now, this is a lifelong thing. I know you're hearing the stories, but you're hearing other testaments, so I'm not gonna bore you with that right now. But the best thing you can do is read something that maybe you wouldn't normally read and then listen. I love you guys. I do feel supported. I do feel loved, but I don't feel hurt.